he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. It's caught by Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. A run with Huntley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Huntley. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Greg Ward. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. Here's Flacco. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Flacco off play action. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now Huntley. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it here with Huntley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. first down. Griffin. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. On second down now, Huntley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They go play action with Griffin. Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Backing into the end zone, Flacco. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Flacco. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Flacco. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw, rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is RG3. Got a man, it's Diaby Brown, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Griffin. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter. Not much there, only a yard. Throwing again, Griffin. And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Griffin. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Operating off play action. Flacco. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tanner Muse with it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points, as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. After the interception, here's Griffin. That one is slant to McLaurin. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and very short, Griffin. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now Griffin. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Griffin. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Griffin. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Ward to return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Oh, he bowls over it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
They'll run here with Moss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, People bring pressure at you. They manage to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. Yet another interception. And I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Griffin. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A first throw for the backup Haskins. They'll roll him out right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On play action, Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. A spin. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but, yeah, at least that's the start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down with the first down, and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Griffin. He'll buy some time right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 24. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now it's Haskins. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here we go. It's Haskins on 4th down. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on first down with Moss. And room there to work it inside the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's good. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Moss. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run on first down. Moss, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 72 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Moss. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down. It's Moss, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Mike 50. Tracking 60. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Slam. 60 Bobcat.
Now it's Griffin. High throw, but the catch is made. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Moss. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. He can't hang.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.